Hello, it's me yet again, and yeah, I had some good news recently, so I decided to treat myself, and I walked into the local Asda, UK shop, paired with Walmart, and I found two figures, and I was like, oh, should I have this, should I have that? So I got both. So we'll start off. This is quite modern. I'm not sure how many people in the UK who haven't got like advanced copies have done these. So, hooray! Something quite new. So we'll start off with Transformers Robots in Disguise Warrior Class Fracture. I want to add Prime in there somewhere because it is the follow-on series, but it's blasphemous as far as that's concerned. And yeah, it's quite a nice little mode. He is a lot more purple. This lighting is making him come across kind of blue. He is very purple. He's very purple. He's trying to think of a decent purple compared to. He's purple. I can't even think of a figure to compare him to. He's very purple. He's almost almost G1 Shockwave purple. If that helps. Got his big exhaust. Bit of detail. There's loads of little subtle hints, like on there. Loads of little subtle hints everywhere. I feel they're a little too subtle, but he's quite a nice bike. Trying to think when they've had like one of these, I can't think of the proper term for it. These long-handled, massive forks sticking out the front like something out of the game Full Throttle. Well done if you've ever played Full Throttle. It is a classic. The only one I could think of is Animated Oil Slick, who is another all-time classic figure. So, but you start putting these guys next to each other and you're like, wow. Wow, he's a lot smaller. Just like, wow, he's quite dinky. We'll say it's better engineering for the transformation. We'll say that, but yeah. Move that. Dear me. So yeah, he's quite a nice looking thing. Don't get away with your head off. This comes off. Just pegs in there. And yeah, it's quite nice. Quite nice indeed. Not much you can do in this mode. You can do that a little bit. So you can go whatever. Sometimes you've got to amuse yourselves, boys and girls. This is how you don't get bored. So, transformation. Where are we? Pop that up a little bit. It does kind of just about clip in. Not very well, but it does. Yeah. Doesn't just come loose. But just about plops in using like little clips in there. Then, where are we? Bring these down a little bit. Can you guess what they are? Just under this little there, there's a tiny little clip. Can you see that? Dog clattering around. That little piece there just pops into there to hold these in place. Can you guess what that is? So other side, hold it out, and these have got a sliding groove there. So one leg slides into the other. Don't pull it apart. Don't pull it apart. Not a good idea. So kind of bend the knee to get it slid forward. There we go. Slide these apart. Oh great, my dog's decided to be sick in the kitchen. Thank you so much, dog. That's really nice to interrupt my video with. He's determined to ruin every video I ever do. So split this top piece. Fold this over and round. And this so it folds down onto the back, and then you twist this. There's a little nudge sticking up there. Doing that so it's up, then fold this back on itself, and it just pegs in there. Okay, just peg in. Then you got feet and hands, and they do click into place. Okay. So there he is. He's quite cool. Yeah, he's quite cool. We like that. If you want to do that, help yourself. I don't care. I tried the game, but it was just way too complicated. It was. Don't like mobile games, to be honest with you. Not a fan. But yeah, he's quite cool. He looks very much like the show. And I don't know what it is about the head sculpt. I don't know if it's the chin, but he really reminds me of animated Lockdown. Possibly because he's a bounty hunter as well, if you've seen the show. But really reminds me of animated Lockdown. There we go. I don't know why. I'm not sure if this is the lazy chainsaw version, but still. Something about the face. I can't tell you what it is. And you want a size comparison and a half. This mold is legendary for just being huge, so yeah, we'll amusing myself. This thing, the exhaust, well, it's clearly a weapon. Folds out, clips in, actually plugs in quite nicely. You can kind of hold it like that. It's not amazing. You can put that in there and then do that. You can just about get away with doing that. It doesn't hold in very well it doesn't pose very well, but you can just about get away with doing that. But these wrists, I mean, they'll just pop out. Yeah, that's now out of the joint. This one, nearly lost that. Nearly lost that. Oh. So yeah, these are a bit of a nightmare. I'm not going to bother holding that because I really don't want to. And you can just about peg it into the back there, where the wheel is. You can put it on there, but it looks silly and it interferes with that. You can just about get that to go in there. I mean, it'll fall out with a couple of taps, but it will hold. And I don't know, something about him, that around there, the back, the wheel and everything. He does kind of remind me of RC. Ooh, she's standing forward. Yeah, he does kind of remind me of RC. The whole stuff on the back, wheel. But yeah, I don't know. I like him. I do like him. He just feels like he's kind of in that niche between almost copying her for the design, the wheel in the back, the slender. I mean, they're giving him broad shoulders, which is one thing. But then they've also kind of given him a lockdown edge. It's quite nice, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, there's something weird about it. So we'll put... Why am I putting her over there? I don't need her. I'm stupid. I am stupid. His drones in the series, if you have seen it, they're kind of moulded in there. They don't launch. I bet some awesome customizer. Someone who does customs. Customer? No, I'm an idiot. I bet someone somewhere in like Japan or something has cut those out, got some plastic, some resin or something, and made their own that actually do fit in. If only I had that kind of genius. I really don't. I got two figures because I couldn't make up my mind which. And the other figure is that one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you haven't seen the series and you haven't seen this in effect, just go watch it. I mean, the series isn't great, but this, when it makes an appearance, I was going to name that then, and then I realised I'm not sure I actually named that. That's Fracture. Did I name Fracture? I can't remember. That's Fracture. He's okay. He's not the deployer. There is a deployer. It's not very good. And this This is Megatronus. Not Megatron. No. Megatronus. And, yeah, he's H-Tank. Everyone hates H-Tanks, but, whatever. That's how he looked in the show. It's not like they're, just making it up. That's what he looked like in the show. Well, massive cannon with a bayonet. How many tanks do you see with bayonets? I think we should see more, obviously. He's got little missiles on the side here, on each side, because why not? And yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure you can take one look at this and you pretty much know how it transforms. I mean, there's a couple of little twists here and there, but you know how this transforms. Just because, Now, comparisons. Strangely enough, I don't have any Megatronuses, or Megatroni. I'm not sure what the plural is of that, because I've never had to know it. I haven't got any of those, because this is the only one as far as I'm aware. So, I'm going to have to go for Megatrons. Sorry if that's blasphemy, but I don't care. So, let's go for... Here we go. War for Cybertron, Megatron. Because he's a deluxe and he's a tank. And again... Oh my. This is a brick. This is a monster of a thing. Tiny little tracks. But this is a monster of a thing. This is... There's nothing to it. Figures are getting smaller. Boo-hoo. I don't care. I stood this guy next to a couple of people before and I was like, whoa! Yeah, okay, you can see it when they're next to each other. Alright, okay. But yeah, I mean... There's hardly anything to this guy, but... Yeah. As far as I know, this mode is a bonus. And it's funny for the cheeky little missiles and the bayonet for some reason. This is a bonus, alright? This mode is just kind of like, I can do this too. Don't worry too much about it, okay? Should we get on to the main event? No. Because I forgot. Look, the turret turns. And there's a really simple reason why the turret turns. You can just about get it to do a 360. But this little plate under here, because I'm just going to call that a plate for now, kind of skims these. I don't think there's much detail to scratch or anything under that, but up to you. It doesn't bother me too much about doing it. Yeah. Rolly wheels that are really rattly. Whatever. Should we transform him? The legs are... Sorry, the tracks. Because they're not the legs, honest. This is where the genius comes in, really. Everything else is kind of eh. But this is quite cool. We like this. Basically, this piece kind of folds down around and clips in there. There's this piece that goes over to become the knee. Okay, and then you unpeg it from there, straighten out and down. To go from this to that in hardly any effort, that's quite cool. It kind of looks better going the other way, but I'm starting vehicle mode because I'm a rebel. I should shut up. It's been one of those days, sorry kids. So, same thing this side, fold that round, bring that down. And there you go. So, there it's done, what do you think? No, it's not. Turn this around, so it's not facing that way. Ooh. There, now it's done. No, shut up. Split these. Bring them all the way open. Ooh. Someone tell Hugh, they got good click. Kind of bring this up. Might be easy to just get a hold of that. Can you tell what that is? and then peg, slot, or tab slot, you know what I mean. In there. I'll save the dramatic head reveal. Dun, dun, dun. Down, fold out hand, turn around, turn, down, hand, rotate, position as desired, and I'll form the head. No. I've been waiting to do that Voltron quote for ages, and I don't know why. It's stuck in my head. It's just of all the arrogant, stupid things that. Anyway, I shut up. So yeah, there he is. It's kind of cool. My license not showing it. There's a bit of detail on the body. There you go. It's alright. It's there. It's stuff. If that looks kind of blurred to you, yeah, I'll be honest with you. It kind of looks blurred to me, and I'm sat here staring at it. There's not particularly deep, crisp detail on that. You know, these little nubbins, whatever they are. But yeah, he's quite cool. You can just leave that there. It doesn't affect him at all. You can just leave it there. You can take it out and stick it in the hand. But frankly, it doesn't look very good. I couldn't see him slashing at people with that. Yeah, because the way the wrists go, you can do that, so it's more of a stabbing, but because the hinge is back here rather than here, it looks like he's broken his arm to do it. Yeah, don't worry about it. But yeah, he's alright. It's when you realise that this design here is simply there to try and hide the horns when he transforms, because the head turns around and folds into this piece, and it's just to try and hide the horns. But the horns are charcoal grey, and this is a pale grey, so this still stands out a mile. And he's got these funny... These end up on the front of the tank. I don't know if they're supposed to be like some kind of debris clearing drill or something. But anyone seen Gundam 00? You know the little... oh, they have actually got a spiral around them. There must be drills. You know Gundam 00, the little stupid glowing cone engines they have? That, fire pixie dust or whatever it is they run on. Yeah, I believe in fairies. I'm not a huge fan of the whole GN drive nonsense from 00. If you don't know what any of that is, yes, there is a Gundam series where it looks like they're basically powered by fairies. Not my fault. I didn't make it. So yeah, he's quite cool. Size comparison, well, again, no Megatronus, but is a Megatron. And yeah, they're roughly about the same size, to be honest. There's not much in them. I thought he was going to be a lot smaller, but no, there's not much in that. Not much in that at all. I thought I'd use him, because there's similar paint schemes as well. See, I am thinking. I did actually put some effort into this one. Not much, but I did. So yeah, they're quite cool. I don't like his vehicle mode, and his arm kept popping off. I've had to put a lot of stuff to try and get this arm to not just fall off, because it feels like. But it's not your review, so go over there. So yeah, he's kind of cool. Obviously, you've got to have the rival, so... Wow. Okay, I've not actually stood these next to each other before. This is the first time doing it, because he was stashed away in a box, so I had to get him out. But, yeah. Yeah. Why is Meg smaller? I mean, I know all of his is leg. Almighty shin. And the wrist mod. The hand mod, so you can actually use the hand instead of it being like that. There's a way of doing that. I'm not going to show you because I don't care. But yeah, he shouldn't be smaller. Okay, alright, well, fine. But, yeah, this is quite cool to just walk in, pick them both up. He's cool, I like him. Really, that's actually really thrown me, the whole him and Prime comparison. Because he looks quite butch next to Fracture. These are the only two who really stood next to each other. One thing I did notice about him is there's two different versions. There's one with his face mask open and one with closed. They're supposed to be exclusive to different things. I don't know which version this is. I completely forgot. I don't know and I don't care. But his little face, bless it. Can you see that very well? It's quite a really thin, almost feminine looking face. You can't see it very well, but if you look at pictures, it reminds me of Arachnid from Transformers Prime. Yeah, the black pointy head, silver girly face, red eyes. I mean, he does. I'm not saying he's girly, but because it's really thin, there's nothing to it. It's really small head. Yeah, he kind of reminds me of Arachnid. That's not really butch enough, is it, for Megs? But yeah, although I am quite glad to just put him, these guys, with Steeljaw, and now I've got 3 Decepticons. Because there's just not releasing the bad guys. I've always said, and this is just making the video longer because why not? I've always said that when there's about 50 good guys and only 3 bad guys, the good guys aren't very heroic, are they? Because there's, nothing to fight. I mean, Transformers Animated kind of excused that because they made the Decepticons so much stronger than the Autobots. I mean, so much stronger. Like, the Decepticons were actually built for war. The Autobots were just bumbling idiots half the time. So that kind of made sense. That got away with it. I'll let those off. But these, where they're about even, give us more Decepticons. Give us more Decepticons. We want them. But yeah, no, I've got that. Granted, the only Autobots I've got is Optimus and Grimlock, because I wanted all the animal ones, Steeljaw, but they haven't given us any, so I'm just gonna whatever. So yeah, that's those two. Again, little side note from my last review. I found him. That was broken. I fixed it. I found his missing gun. They kind of work so they can fire up. He hasn't got wings to shoot through. Whatever. Now, children, this review's been far too long. I'm going to have to head off, leave you there, and possibly think about doing some ugly anime. Because I've only done 2, and yeah. Anyway, I'm off to clean up dog sick because I'm ugly, I'm wretched, and you guys don't have to. See ya!